Hi friends, good morning. In the last class, we discussed some objective problems for binomial theorem. In this session, we are continuing the some other problems. Okay, let us start now. Okay, see the problem. The coefficient of x to the power of 4 in the expansion of 1 plus x minus 2x square whole to the power of 8. In that expansion, we have to find the coefficient of x to the power of 4. Okay, see the solution. See the solution. What is here given expression? That is given expression is 1 plus x minus 2x square whole to the power of 8. This is the given expression. Now we have to find the coefficient of x to the power of 4 in that expansion. So this is the trinomial. These are three terms. We have three terms. It is a trinomial expression. So for the general term for this expansion, that is n factorial by p factorial into q factorial into r factorial into x1 to the power of p into x to the power of q and x3 to the power of r. Here p plus q plus where p plus q plus r is equal to n. So this is the general for term for the trinomial expression. So now we are writing here 8 factorial by we have taken p factorial and q factorial and to r factorial. Here what is the first term, that is 1 to the power of p, and second term x to the power of q, and the third term that is minus 2x square whole to the power of r. Okay, so this can be written as 8 factorial by p factorial q factorial r factorial 1 to the power of p minus 2 to the power of r. Here we are writing the x power, here q, here 2r, that is 2r. So x to the power of q plus 2r, here minus to the power of r. Here we want to the coefficient of x to the power of 4. For the coefficient of x to the power of 4, here q plus 2r is equal to 4. That is the x power. Okay, this must be 4, and the property p plus q plus r is equal to, that is n. N is here 8. So we are choosing these two are satisfying conditions. Okay, now we are taken p, q and r. P, q taken r. So if you take r is equal to 2, if you take r is equal to 2, that is 2 into 2, 4. Okay, r is equal to, then 2 into 2, that is 4. Here we are taken that is 4. Okay, that is 4 plus here we are taken that is q is equal to 0. We are taken q is equal to 0. So that is 2r, that is 2 into 2, 4. So this is the condition satisfies, and this condition satisfies when, so here q is equal to 0, r is equal to 2, where total is p plus q plus r is equal to 8. So now we are taken, this is 6. So here taken p is 6, 6 plus 2, that is 8. Okay, next we have taken q is equal to 4. So we have taken q is equal to 4, r is equal to 0. We have taken r is equal to 0, and this is 4, p is equal to 4. So that is q is equal to 4, that is 2 into 0, 0. The total is 4, and sum of p plus q plus r is 8. This is another chance. And if you take this is 1, we are taken r is equal to 1, that is 2. 2 plus 2, q is equal to 2, that is remaining, that is 5. 5 to 1. These are the chances. So there is no chances for the remaining terms. Okay, here p, if your r is equal to, we are taken 2, and r is equal to 0, and r is equal to 1, and here q is 0, 4, 2. Okay, these are the chances only for getting these two conditions are satisfying. Okay, now we are writing the quotient. Therefore quotient of x to the power of 4 is equal to, we are writing here 8 factorial by, first chance is here 6 factorial, here p is 6 factorial, and q is 0 factorial, and r is 2 factorial, into 1 to the power of anything is 1, and minus 2 to the power of r. What is r here? Minus 2 to the power of r. R is, we are taken 2. Okay, so this x power quotient, this is one chance. Next plus, what is the another chance? That is 8 factorial by, that is p factorial, 4 factorial, 4 factorial into 0 factorial, into 1 power anything is 1, here minus 2 to the power of r. R is here, we are taken 0. So r is 0, 0, anything power 0 is 1. Okay, next the third chance is, so p is 5, that is 5 factorial and 2 factorial and 1 factorial, into what is here? Minus 2 to the power of r. R is here, we are taken 1. Okay, so these are the chances for these two conditions are satisfied. So then we are getting the quotient of x to the power of 4, that is x to the power of q plus 2r is equal to 4, and p plus q plus r is equal to 8. So these are the three chances. So now we are calculating this one, we are getting the answer, that is minus 154. This is the, after simplification of these three terms, we are getting the value is minus 154. Then what is the quotient of x to the power of 4 in the given expansion? 1 plus x minus 2x square whole power 8 is minus 154. See the another problem. The quotient of x to the power of 5 in the expansion of 1 plus x square whole to the power of 5 into 1 plus x whole to the power of 4. In that expansion, we have to find the quotient of x to the power of 5. Okay, see the solution. Okay, see the solution. Okay, see the solution. What is the given expression here? Given expression is 1 plus x square whole to the power of 5 into 1 plus x whole to the power of 4. In that expansion, we have to find the quotient of x to the power of 5. Okay, now we are expanding these two terms. Okay, so first term is that is 1 plus x square whole power 5. So in that expansion, nc naught into 1 into x square whole power 0. Okay, that is next 5c1 x square whole power 1. Okay, next 5c2 x square whole square, 5c3 x square whole cube. Okay, now this is the expansion. Next 5c5 x square whole to the power of 5 into another term expansion 1 plus x whole power 4. That expansion is 4c naught plus 4c1x 4c2 x square 4c3 x cube 4c4 x to the power of 4. Okay, that is the expansion of 1 plus x whole power 4, 4c naught, 4c1 x, 4c2 x square, 4c3 x cube, 4c4 x to the power of 4. Product of these two terms, we have to find the quotient of x to the power of 5. Now we are writing the coefficient of x to the power of 5 in this expansion. In this expansion is equal to, now we are collecting the x to the power of 5 coefficients. So when we are getting the x to the power of 5 coefficients, here x power 4, here 4c1 into x, that is x power 4 into x, that is x power 5. Now these are the, by the product of these two terms we are getting the x to the power of 5. So that is the 5c2 into 4c1, that is the one chance. And another chance is here 5c, this is 5c1 x square, this is 4c3 x cube. Here x cube into x square, that is x to the power of 5. Then product of these two terms we are getting 5c1 into, here that is 5c1 into 4c3. Okay, this is the another chance. Next, what is the remaining chance? There are no terms. Okay, so here 5c0, in that there is no x power 5. So x square, here x cube, x to the power of 4, here x, here x power 6 onwards. Okay, so these are the chances for the coefficient of x to the power of 5. Okay, now we are simplifying this one. 5c2, that is 5 into 4 by 2 factorial. 4c1 is 4 plus 5c1 is 5. 4c3, that is nothing but 4c1, that is 4. That is, we are getting here 2. That is 4 5s, that is 20. 20 into 2, that is 40 plus 20, that is equal to 60. So the coefficient of x to the power of 5 in that expansion, 1 plus x square whole power 5 into 1 plus x whole to the power of 4. In that expansion, the coefficient of x to the power of 5 is 60. Is 60. See the problem. If NC4, NC5, NC6 are in AP, then what is the value of n? So the binomial coefficients here given NC4, NC5, NC6 are in AP. Then what is the value of n? So these are three consecutive binomial coefficients are given. We have to find the value of n. So you know the formula. If three consecutive terms are in AP, then what is the binomial formula? Okay. So if that is NCR minus 1, NCR plus 1 are in AP, then we know that the formula, then the condition is n minus 2r whole square is equal to n plus 2. So if three consecutive terms, that is three consecutive binomial coefficients are in AP, then the formula is n minus 2r whole square is equal to n plus 2. Okay, so using this formula we are finding the value of n. So what is here? R is we are taken, given NC4, NC5, NC6 are in AP. What is R here? We are here R is equal to 5. So now substitute R is equal to 5 in that n minus 2 into 5 whole square is equal to n plus 2. That is n minus 10 whole square is equal to n plus 2. Now we are simplifying this one, that is n square plus 10 square 100 minus 20n is equal to n plus 2. Here n square, here minus 20n minus n minus 21n, here 100 minus 2, that is 98. This is the quadratic equation in n. Then we are factorizing this equation, that is n square minus 17n minus 4n plus 98 is equal to 0. From that we are common n, here n minus 17, here minus 4 is common, n minus 17 is equal to 0. So we are getting n minus 4 into n minus 17 is equal to 0. From that n is equal to 4 comma 17. So the value of n is either 4 or 17. So the three consecutive terms, three consecutive binomial coefficients are in AP, then this is the formula. So you must remembering this formula. N minus 2 r whole square is equal to n plus 2. So if three successive binomial coefficients like that, NCR minus 1, NCR plus 1 are in AP, then the formula n minus 2r whole square is equal to n plus 2. So using this formula, we are getting the value of n. N is here 4 or 17. Okay, see the problem. If NC53, NC54, NC55 are in AP and is increasing order, then what is the value of n? So the binomial coefficients, three consecutive binomial coefficients here also, NC53, NC54, NC55 are in AP. Then what is the value of n? So see the solution. So here given that NC53, NC54, NC55 are in AP. These three consecutive binomial coefficients are in AP. Then we have to find the value of n. Okay, if these three terms are in AP, then what is the condition? N minus 2r whole square is equal to n minus 2r whole square is equal to n plus 2. Using this formula, we are finding the value of n. So what is here? R is equal to, we are taken 54. N minus 2 into 54 whole square is equal to n plus 2. That is n minus, that is 108, 254s are. So n minus 108 whole square is equal to n plus 2. So this is the equation, quadratic equation in n. So after simplification or factorizing, then we are getting n value. So other method is we are verifying in the options, we are choosing which one is the correct value of n. So if you take in the options, we are take if n is equal to 119, if we take n is equal to 119, in the options we are getting the value of n is satisfying here. So here, that is here n is 119, then we are 119 minus 108 whole square is equal to 119 plus 2. What is 119 plus 2? That is 121. Here also 11 square is here 121. Okay, that is the satisfying this value. Okay, so what is the value of n? N is equal to 119. Here n value is 119. Okay, see the problem. If the coefficient of 5th, 6th, 7th terms in the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n are in AP, then what is the value of n? Okay, see the solution. So given expression is 1 plus x whole power n. In that fifth term, that is T5. T5 is NC4 into x to the power of 5. So that is okay, x to the power of 4 here. So that is x to the power of 4. Here that is sixth term, that is 5 plus 1. That is here R is C5. C5 x to the power of 5. What is seventh term? NC6 x power 6. These are the coefficients. These are the three coefficients are in AP. So the coefficients of 5th, 6th, 7th terms, that is NC4, NC5, NC6. These three terms are in AP. Then what is the value of n? Here what is the value of n? So these are the terms are in AP, three consecutive terms. So then what is formula? N minus 2r whole square is equal to n plus 2. Okay, here r is we are taken, r is here 5, that is n minus 2 into 5 whole square is equal to n plus 2, that is n minus 10 whole square is equal to n plus 2. Okay, from that we are expanding this one, that is n square plus 10 square 100 minus 20 n is equal to n plus 2. So now we are simplifying n square here minus 21n plus 98 is equal to 0. Now we are writing the factors, that is 17n minus 4n plus 98 is equal to 0. Here n is common, n minus 17 minus here 4 is common, n minus 17 is equal to 0. So n minus 17 into n minus 4 is equal to 0. So the values of n is 4 or 17. So the value of n is 4 or 17. Okay. See the another problem. In the expansion of root x plus 1 by 2 into 4th root x whole power n, the first three coefficients form an AP. If n into n minus 1 by 8 is the second term of AP, then what is the value of n? Then what is the value of n? So what is the given expression here? See the solution. What is the given expression? Given expression is that is root x plus 1 by 2 into 4th root x whole to the power of n. In that first three coefficients form an AP. Now what are the first three terms? So what is the, now we are expanding this one, that is nc naught. So here root x whole to the power of n, that is the first term. Next term is nc1, here root x whole power n minus 1 into 1 by 2 into 4th root x whole power 1, that is the second term. Next, what is the third term? That is nc2 root x whole power n minus 2 1 by 2 into 4th root x whole power 2. So these are the three terms. These are the three terms. Now we have to write the coefficients of first three terms. So three terms coefficients are, here we are getting nc naught is the first term. There is coefficient nc naught. Here in that second term, that is nc1 into here 1 by 2 into 1 by 4th root x. Here 1 by 2 is the second term coefficient, and third term coefficient is nc2 into 1 by 2 square, that is 1 by 4. These are the coefficients or first three coefficients or first three coefficients. Okay, so these are in AP. So these are which are in AP, given which are in AP. So the second term is given the second term, given nc1 by 2, that is the second term, n into n minus 1 by 8. So the second term is given, that is second term is nc1 by 2, that is given n into n minus 1 by 8. Now from that we have to write the value of n. So here 2 4 just 8, that is nc1 is n, here n into n minus 1 by 4. So this 4 is moving to this side, then we are getting here, this will be cancelled, 4 is equal to n minus 1, from that n is equal to 5. So the value of n is 5. See the problem. The ratio of the coefficients of 1 plus x whole power, the ratio of the coefficient of x to the power of n. Here we are getting the x to the power of n coefficient in the expansion 1 plus x whole power to n and 1 plus x whole power to n minus 1. We have to find the ratio of the coefficient of x to the power of n in these two terms. Okay, now see the solution. See the solution. So what is the given expressions here? 1 plus x whole power to n and 1 plus x whole power to n minus 1. In that the coefficient of x to the power of n in these two terms. Okay, so the coefficient of x to the power of n in 1 plus x whole power to n. So this is the expansion, that is 2n CR x to the power of r. we are getting a x to the power of n, that is the quotient. We have to write the quotient of x to the power of n in this, that is 2n cn. So that is the quotient of x to the power of n in that expansion is 2n cn, and the quotient of x to the power of n in the expansion of 1 plus 2x whole power 2n minus 1. So this is the expansion of 2n minus 1 cr x to the power of r. For the quotient of x to the power of n, we are getting that is 2n minus 1 cn. We are taken r is equal to n, then we are getting x to the power of n quotient. So these two quotients, x to the power of n quotient in first term and second term are in the ratio. Now we have to find the ratio of these two, that is 2n by 2n minus 1 c, here r is equal to n, here 2n cn by 2n minus 1 cn. So what is the ratio of these two? Okay, now we are finding this ratio, that is 2n cn, that is 2n factorial by n factorial into n 2n minus n, that is n factorial into n factorial, by in denominator 2n minus 1 factorial by 2n minus 1 minus n factorial into n factorial. So from this n factorial will be cancelled. Here n minus 1 factorial, this will be cancelled. We are getting 2n. Okay, here that is we are getting 2n by n factorial into this is coming to numerator, that is 2n minus n minus 1 factorial. So this will be cancelled. We are getting 2n by n will be cancelled. We are getting to 2 is to 1. The ratio of these two, that is 2 is to 1. Okay, so answer is we are getting the ratio is equal to 2 is to 1. Okay.